It's Sunday, April 28th, and we're almost done with Vita. I haven't missed a single day. I've been on the wrong side of midnight a couple of times, but I've always been there. I was a little nervous going into work today because my ankle's messed up and I didn't know how that was really going to affect things. It ended up being fine. I just was doing everything a little more slowly. Everyone I work with, whether they were actually there or were on the phone for whatever reason, asked how my ankle was doing. So, yay, they care about me. A few days ago, somebody I know posted on Facebook a link to an article about a constructed language. A guy had tried to come up with a language that could convey exactly what you mean in as few syllables as possible, so that the things that usually make language kind of vague, like body language and inflection and all that stuff, would be eliminated. So it wouldn't be like anybody's first language or anything. It would just be a way that people from different cultures could communicate effectively while reducing the risk of misunderstandings. And that was fascinating. I found the whole article very interesting anyway, but there was one piece that I latched onto, and it was actually a reference to a different constructed language that a man from France had created back in, I think, the 1880s, based on the 7 notes of the Western musical scale. I'm a musician, so I immediately latched onto this. And I was looking into it, and there are so many ways that you can communicate this particular constructed language. You can do the 7 notes of the scale, you can do the 7 colors of the rainbow, you could just use the numbers 1 through 7. There are also symbols, and then of course there's, you know, the solfège signs. I think I just got that wrong. Do, re, mi, fa. No, it is. I got that right. This language is called Solresol. It's, you know, 2 of the solfège syllables and then just with the sol repeated again at the end, which is the word in that language that means language, which kind of makes sense. It would be like if English were just called language and Spanish were just called idioma. So there are all kinds of ways that you can use this constructed language to communicate with people. You can sing or play an instrument and that'll communicate. You can use colors, like you could just do a painting and that would be a message. Needlepoint, whatever. It's an intentionally very simple language. There are, I think, about 2,600 words. That's not enough for it to be a full language all by itself. It was never intended to be. It was intended basically as a way for people who didn't speak the same language to communicate with each other. If I had nothing else to do, I would probably try and commit as much of this to memory as possible. But I do have other things to do. But I'm still just fascinated with it. It could really help with my serious problem with writing melodies, because I've tried before, and you can tell that I'm an alto because it's like all A. So I just wanted to share that discovery with you guys. I'll put some links in the description below to some web pages that I found about this language in case you're interested. And I hope you all have a good night.